Welcome back to Studio 10.
If you're concerned about hair loss, a local clinic is giving you options for hair restoration. This morning we have Randall and Bonnie Pequeen, owners of Alternative Hair Replacement in Daphne. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for being here. Let's start with, how long have you guys been here in the area?
Well, we actually took over the business for Al Baglione, and he's been in the hair replacement business for 40 years from the very beginning, and he owned it there in Daphne, and Bonnie, with all her experience, kind of took over the shop. So it's been there about 19 years.
All right, so one of the most common questions folks have when we're talking about alternative hair replacement is, how does it feel?
Perfectly natural.
Completely undetectable.
Yeah, you can take a shower, go swim and everything. You do it, you forget that you had ever lost your hair, so completely.
All right, so how does this process work? Kind of take us through how this would play out.
It'll depend on how we tackle an individual person's hair loss. Okay. Because hair loss, from mild to absolute completely slick bald is different processes. We can do hair transplants. Few people are good candidates for a quality hair transplant because they have to remove hair from, you have to have really thick hair on the sides and the back. But there's laser treatments with some of the minoxidils, coupled with lasers that can help grow hair. Plus we have our Verilex, which is what I do, is the Verilex. So there's just different ways to handle it, and we would kind of, when someone comes in for a consultation, we go over that with them after examination.
All right, so one of the things you guys wanted to talk about is this isn't just for men. This is both for men and women. Can you talk to us about that?
We have men and women. Men prefer more of a shorter, thinner look. A lot of the shorter styles, they want to be able to see their scalps, and that's what's so great about the Verilex is you can see inside the scalp. It looks like it's completely growing from your head. For a woman, they want a little bit more of a thicker, fuller, more volume. For each person, though, we definitely determine what works best for them.
Right, so it's all about setting up that meeting and get that personal consultation to find out what is the right process for you.
And they may have naturally thin hair, and all of that is matched. I mean, we match everything perfectly to what you're supposed to have.
Right, that makes a lot of sense. If someone had naturally thin hair and you try to give them something with tons of volume, it probably wouldn't look right.
Exactly.
All right, so let's talk about, once you get going with this process, are there any limitations to someone's daily routine?
No, there's really not. We have, it's funny when somebody who had thinned or completely bald, they'll call us up after the procedure and they'll say, hey, look, I had a problem this morning. I woke up and my hair was kind of flat on one side of my head, and it's a funny conversation. It's like, well, yeah, try to remember back when you had hair, you wake up, you got pillow hair, so got to get it wet a little bit and comb it, and it's just hard for them to imagine, to believe even still that they've got their hair back. So
overall, the feedback that you've gotten from your clients has been positive?
100%. I had a guy tell us, a new client tell us the other day, he said, it hurt to look back at my 30s and 40s and know that it was so easy and I could have had hair all that time. Yeah. So it's, and they're so happy with it, and they can't believe how quick and easy it is.
And it was so, they don't want to come in at first.
Right.
They're apprehensive, nervous. They're trying to think of every excuse in the book not to come in. And when they finally do, oh my gosh.
They realize how easy it is.
They do.
Yeah.
And how great it looks.
Probably just so relieved and excited to get started with the process.
Exactly.
So for folks who want to get started with the process, let's talk about how they can get in contact with you guys. Do they stop by and visit? Do they call? What do they need to do?
Sure, you can do either. You can stop by, talk to us. We have long hours during the week. The phone number 251-621-9199. Our website is ahrhair.com. Or I'm sure they can get us on, on y'all's website.
And consultations are absolutely free.
Okay, good.
If you're curious and want to know what this is all about, we welcome anyone just to come on in.
Sure. Well, that sounds great. So free consultation. All you need to do is get in touch with them to get started. All that information, like he mentioned, is on our Studio 10 webpage. That's the email address, the phone number, and the location. So definitely pick up the phone or stop by and get started. Guys, thank you so much for coming in.
Man, thanks for having us again.
All right.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Sounds good. Cherish.